So we just started our Let's Play over on YouTube, and of course I had to play as the Celtic faction in Bannerlord. And of course straight away the opening question of what clan do you come from I found very interesting, especially as an Irish historian. The first one is asking me basically, is my father a Clíéri, a part of the King's War Band? Or was your clan supported really by your mother, who would have been the equivalent of a healer to the king group, to the clan? Was she a white woman, or a white witch, or perhaps a green witch? Or was your dad a beau heir? Did he have a piece of land and cattle to go with it? What I like about this is the little detail of him having riveted mail, which you can't see with the rest of the classes. Or was your dad one of the famous Smith families in Ireland? Ireland had a very famous Celtic culture that came in with the Latin, which produced very gorgeous metals. Or maybe your dad was a Kern, a professional cattle raider, who married one of the camp followers. What's very interesting about this as well is that many women who were camp followers would eventually open up their own bathhouses with their own women to provide professional services to the cattle raiders. Or maybe your mom and dad was very musically inclined, who would have played in the great halls and taverns of Ireland. We also had a new DLC to Bannerlord as well that brought in two classes. It's very interesting. The first one being the equivalent of the Ustmen, the Hiberno-Scandinavian people that lived in the city areas of Cork, Limerick, Dublin and Waterford. And the details are in the clothing as well, as they're dressed more in Hiberno-Scandinavian city clothing rather than the Gaelic clothing you would have seen in the countryside. These people would be known as the Ustmen, the city people. And then the final class, also based on the Hiberno-Scandinavians, is the Gaul Gael, who eventually become the Galloglass. And once again, the clothing really shows that off, as they're dressed in Hiberno-Scandinavian clothing. I'll be going into way more details of the Celtic culture, so definitely give me a subscribe and follow. And, as always, Slán go Bhaile.